Hello everyone, welcome to our daily oracle reading, and our card for today is entitled The Blue Flame. When a flame is colored blue, it usually indicates that the flame has intense heat, and in this picture we see a human-like image within a doorway or a portal. When you look at the portal, it seems to appear to be ancient and it's not well maintained. It has signs of being unkempt or uncared for many ages. You can see a crack here at one side of the doorway, and it seems to be just have been discovered after a very, very long time. Nobody has been taking care of this doorway. And the subtitle tells us spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. So this card speaks to us about spontaneous awakening. Sooner or later, all of us will undergo this spontaneous awakening, or maybe not all of us in this lifetime, but it can be after this lifetime. But the important thing is that sooner or later, we will be awakened to the importance of going to the portal of our hearts and being in touch with the divine. And for us who are fortunate, if for some of us who will be fortunate enough to have this spiritual awakening, there will be a lot of changes that will be happening. Somehow, when I look at this image could symbolize the portal of our heart, which for some people have not been kept, not been taken care of, because they didn't know how to find their way into this portal in their life. Sometimes we go through life unaware of this portal that is existing within us, this portal that would allow us to be in union with the divine. Sometimes we go through life just preoccupied with our external activities, that we are not aware that there is an interior portal within us that is a very beautiful meeting place with the divine. And so we go through our life unaware of it, and so sooner or later the portal becomes uncared for. And for some, there will be some signs of not being cared for, just as this one. But then there comes a time when suddenly God touches us in a special way, and we find ourselves suddenly before this portal within us. It happens at the time of the divine. It happens in God's time. And when that time comes, there will be a lot of experiences that we will undergo. And sometimes these experiences are things that we couldn't understand, things that we find hard to understand because it is something new. The moment of awakening is something, can be an adventure, a positive thing, if we look at it with an open heart, with an openness to learn from the experience that we are undergoing. But when you come to that kind of spontaneous awakening, that awakening inside you, that need to go into that portal within you so that you can meet the divine, and you struggle to understand the situation that you are undergoing, there will be somebody that will be guiding you. It could be a physical person who had undergone the same experience that you are presently undergoing, or it can be someone in the realm of the spirit. And that is what they indicate as a blue flame. They said somehow the handbook speaks of spirits that awaits for us in the portal in order to guide us through the experience of finally opening ourselves to the presence of the spirit realm, to the presence of the divine in our life. So you will not be alone. There will be a guide. It can be a physical guide, and it can also be a guide that is within you, someone in the realm of the spirit, which one of the things that was referred to in the handbook is the blue flame. Now, the guides oftentimes are both. There will be someone, often if you are lucky, there will be someone in the physical realm who can guide you, and there is someone in the spiritual realm to guide you. But if you couldn't find someone in the physical realm to guide you, definitely there will be someone in the spiritual realms who will be there to guide you through the process of spiritual awakening. Well, let us now go to the handbook of the Starseed Oracle and try to see what is the message regarding the blue flame. The blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. This is a card of awakening and energetic upgrades. Perhaps you're going through a period of spontaneous awakening, receiving visions, and having experiences that are out of the ordinary. In the West, little is known about the process of spontaneous awakening, and it can feel very scary when we're going through it alone. Elsewhere, they can be seen as auspicious experiences, with those going through them being treated with tender care. The blue beings are thought to be activating beings with great potential for healing and upgrading our cellular structures. They appear in moments of extreme awakening, activating a physical Kundalini awakening and deep cellular and DNA healing. Many people glamorize the awakening process, however. However, in reality, it's much messier and more difficult than most of us believe. We must first let go of what we think we know for sure and how we make sense of the world. This isn't easy. The awakening process, even when it's spontaneous, takes a considerable amount of time to integrate, and awakening without integration can leave us feeling very ungrounded. If you're in the midst of an awakening, the process never ends. Treat this time as deeply sacred and give yourself ample space to ground and integrate the extreme changes you're going through. Starseed activation. You can place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following: I allow myself to surrender to the awakening process that's right for me. I take things slowly and integrate my experience each and every day. So, if you are undergoing spiritual awakening right now, do not worry. There will be guides that will help you through the process. Yes, the spiritual awakening is not as easy as they are often described to be. There will be experiences that will be quite challenging for us. But you will always feel that you are not alone. There is someone there. There are those who will be guiding you through the process. Just keep your heart open. Always be open to your intuition. Respond to what your intuition will tell you, because oftentimes these are messages that will help you make it through the process of awakening. Well, happy adventure, happy journey inwards, and until next time, have a great day.